Baptist Richardson, First Baptist. Sounds good. Walked in. I missed first service. Wasn't time for second service. Nobody spoke to me. And I said, okay, down here. I left. Got in my car, driving on down the road. Oh, here's another church. I was at Prestonwood, or Prestonwood was in college. And I went in, and I found my church home. We stayed there for a few years. When Ben was 2.5, John was 3. I was preparing for VBS. I was late. And Chad was trying to get a new job because we needed more money. He wasn't getting the advancements he deserved. And I was pregnant. I couldn't go back to work. Couldn't put 3 kids in daycare. I could barely handle the 2 toddlers I already had. And it was just a really tough time. I took his resume, put it back in the drawer, and I stewed around, and I stewed around. And at 17 weeks, I said, fine, God, you take care of this. You're so smart, you know what's best, you deal with it. I'm done worrying about this. I am done, I'm not handling it, this baby's yours, forget it, I'm done. In less than a week, I was carried. And I sat there in the atrium with my chase, and I said, oh, it wasn't about me. And it wasn't about this baby. It was about you. It was about trusting God to take care of us in all the things of our lives. I pulled out his resume, had a job in a very short time. He caught up on every raise we had missed immediately. He's been there ever since. It's been a wonderful place for him. Well, a couple months after that happened, I thought, hey, things maybe are going to get better. Sitting in the balcony one Sunday morning, God said, it's time to move. What? Have you looked at this place? This is Prestonwood. It is everything I dreamed of being in a church. I said, it's time to move. With tears running down my face, I went to where a girlfriend was teaching 3 girls, scared them to death, walked in bawling, but she came out and hugged me and she said, he told you you had to leave. I said, we have to leave Prestonwood. Where are you going? I don't know. It was a short time later that VBS would be over, and I had committed to teach VBS, so I completed the commitment. That Friday, I walked out of Prestonwood after VBS and said goodbye. But I thought, well, Chad and I had talked about maybe, now that the boys, are getting a little older, maybe it's time we go as a family to church. We tried going Saturday night to Mass, Sunday morning to the Baptist church. We tried every other week. We tried all the combinations. And I thought, okay, that's what God has in mind. Good idea, good idea. Okay, this will work. They shipped Chad to Virginia for 3 months. Okay, God. Guess that wasn't what you meant. But I know better than to sit home on a Sunday morning. My parents didn't raise me to do that. So off we went to visit churches while Chad was in Virginia. And we came into Arapahoe. And we found home. So while we've been here in Arapahoe, I worked in Awana, my boys have grown up. I helped with the ladies' ministry, and I told Lisa I would do anything, whatever she wanted. Just no mic, no stage. Guess I had a different idea. Oh well. God always has a plan. He even has a plan in the little things. Women of Faith this year, I got a text. The same weekend we were at Women of Faith, my son was moving to Lubbock. So when I got a text from him, I shot outside to go find out and get whatever taken care of. While I'm standing there talking to him, there's another lady a few feet away, on her cell, just pouring out big tears and sobbing. And the whole time I'm standing here talking to John, taking care of his problem, I'm thinking, she needs a hug. She needs a hug. So when I hung up, I waited. When she hung up the phone, I walked over and I said, honey, you need a hug. And we did. We hugged. We prayed. I gave her my business card. She said, they're just taking my mom to the emergency room. And my daddy won't let me leave here. He says I have to stay. I said, then you stay here. You stay. God's in charge. And she went her way, and I went mine. Later that day, I saw where she was sitting. She was by herself, so I walked up behind her and put my hand on her shoulder. I said, how you doing? I'm still praying for you. With tears down her face. Mama's not doing too good. I said, it's going to be okay. And I hugged her again, and I went on. And I didn't see her the rest of the conference. 2 weeks ago, she called me. And she thanked me for that hug. She said, you don't know what it meant to have someone care that much. Her mother since passed away, but they had a peaceful goodbye, and all was well. So sometimes it's that little thing that can mean so much to someone. When we have the opportunity, we need to be sure we take it. I mentioned that my son was on the text. He texts me every day for the first couple of weeks he was at Tech. There was always something. Sadly, most of it was, Mom, you won't believe. And there was another crisis. And there was another something. And I just felt like, Lord, when is this going to stop? This poor child, give him a break. I sit in the car. I say, I love you. I'm proud of you. I'm thinking of you. You know, hang in there. And I got a text a couple days later after I got it. Mom, thanks for the card. And I drew a picture. Because when I opened the card, well, I just drew what I saw. And so he emailed it. And the guys are going to show you. This is what my son saw. So watch for the little things. My son gets it. God's in control. Every day I work at getting it, that God's in control. He has a plan. He's had a plan through this entire conference, from its idea to now. And tonight a girlfriend handed me a card. And I want you to hear what it says. Does God not have charge of this? He has charge. He absolutely does.